Hello, welcome to the MCTC Anime Club. I'm Crimson Lord.
Joseph.
Thought you were Delta.
He has the option to use his real
I
name.
don't even know who
I'm Quicksilver 39 Actor Service.
I'm Dante, new now in this thing.
And
You won't see a
today-
devil cry though. Had to, sorry.
And today, this will be a very special anime review because of two reasons. One, it's a completely new anime that's pretty much, I'm sure, new to most of us here. And it'll be our last review for the semester until we're back in the fall.
Yes, because even animes need to take summer breaks.
No.
So, anyway, the anime series we're reviewing today is Mob Psycho 100. And from my personal experience, if I had to say what this anime is kind of like from the main character's point of view, it's-
Psychic Saitama.
I would say he's like a he's like a mix, because he's got Saitama's face from One Punch Man, yet he has psychic powers and he doesn't try to stand out like Psyche from his disastrous life.
Again, Psychic Saitama.
Yes.
Yeah, same powers as Psyche, but with the personality of Saitama. So that's a
He's-
deadly combination.
He's too overpowered as like one punch.
Like, literally, like, you could take Saitama, give him psychic powers, hair, make him in middle school,
And there you go.
you literally have Mob.
Although he's not the only one, I noticed a few other characters that have Saitama's face expression, sort of.
Well, I think that's just
It's,
art.
it's more like Tatsumaki's face.
I think it's more. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't think he's tornado.
Tatsumaki's tornado face.
I don't know. He looks more like Saitama's just completely indifferent face.
Yeah.
Like the eyes, but yeah, he really. It's literally. I mean, again, I think you might just think it's similar art design because this is literally by the same guy.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say at the same time.
Anyway, yeah. Junior high school student who's
Middle school.
junior high, middle school, what's the difference?
One of them's high school. One of them you only have 3 years of.
Well, it's different in
Oh
Japan.
no, yeah.
That's
In Japan they call middle schoolers junior high.
a joke.
Anyway. So yeah, kid, psychic powers, and aside from trying to live a normal school life and hoping to gain popularity, he has a temp job working as exercising spirits and other sort of things.
So he's a exorcist. I wonder if he knows the Blue Exorcist.
Well, he was reading a manga of One Punch Man, so I think he does.
That's
Basically,
not the
this anime seems like it tries to take as much of the supernatural as it can and throws it into a regular everyday life scenario.
So like, Devil is a part timer.
Yeah, not sure I'd go that far.
Aw, but there's so much regular interest with the devil just is wandering around with a day job.
Gotta not get late.
But yeah, not sure how much more we can describe this anime aside from what we've mentioned.
Yeah.
Basically like that.
So
Wow.
why don't we start with our main character then?
Mob.
We'll just call him Mob for name pronunciation sake.
Yeah.
And honestly, the name sounds cooler.
He's the main hero, although he doesn't act like a protagonist much. I mean, he's
Define acting like the protagonist.
like he's popular. He stands out.
That doesn't sound like
All the time.
protagonist.
Although he thinks that he's not popular and
Yeah, basically he's just an emotionless kid with unique powers. Well, it's not like he's void of emotions, just they're all bottled up inside, and only when
That if
he's
you get it
pushed-
past 100%,
whatever emotion is the
You
strongest,
unlock-
no one gets out.
Broly.
yo, bro.
But there have only been 2 instances when
Cooler,
we see him go
Broly.
to full 100%. The first time, the main emotion that was controlling him at 100% was rage. The second time was sadness.
I think you might want to flip those around. I didn't think he was more sad the second time. He seemed more rageful.
Wait,
No, there was...
It was something else.
No, there
No,
was
because
something
the
else in
second one
between.
actually was like sadness.
Yeah, because tears were coming from him.
Because he was actually trying not, because
No,
he didn't
but
want
I-
to provoke.
Fair enough, man.
No, I
don't
think he
know.
was more referring to the one where he was completely unconscious and where it was like no idea what percent he was at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that didn't seem like sadness.
That seemed like darkness, sort of.
That just seems like pure wanting of destruction. Don't you agree, Delta?
Pure, refined. Trying to say a word other than a cuss word.
But, yeah.
Screwed.
Still,
You're
Mob
100%
does.
screwed.
Still, it looks like Mob is joining our group of characters who have powers, but also have a sort of a darker side to their powers that they're uncontrollable of.
Like he has.
He's
a
the
beast
strongest
inside him.
psychic we've ever seen. He is the psychic legendary.
No
Someone,
offense-
use a master ball on him.
no offense to Kusuo Psyche, though.
Who?
It's a series on Netflix, The Disastrous Life of Psyche K.
Stop bringing up random other psychic animes. Especially when no one knows what you're talking about. Delta, get back here.
Oh. Sorry, one of us had to leave for a call. Anyway, moving on, who should we discuss next?
His teacher.
Oh yeah, the scam artist.
Yeah, the scammer.
Basically, he's a guy who pretends.
His name's
Reagan. Reagan. He's Mob's teacher. Basically, a psychic whose real magic is just screwing the hell up.
Well,
Twice he's
no,
made
he
the
doesn't.
table salt joke.
as like he says, it's not psychic. It's spiritual.
What's the difference?
Just put it there. That's
He's
how I
still,
think.
you know, completely being a scam artist and has no actual.
But he does have good intentions when he's dealing with Mob. I mean, he's helping him through his life crisis when he's involving his powers a bit.
I can't tilt my head more confused at you.
Okay, look, we can all
Well-
admit that Reagan is a scam artist.
You can get that from 5 seconds of watching him.
But there are instances in the anime where Mob's going through social issues that the guy's someone good to talk to about. Because he's actually a normal person.
Yeah, there was one moment we saw that. Still doesn't make you not want him to get his ass kicked.
Actually, there were a few moments, but I think you didn't see much of them.
I've been sitting there watching. I was there. I can only think one that stands out to me. The one after the cult.
Okay.
Although he did give the one life lesson, never use his psychic powers on people.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a life lesson or just.
A bit of it.
Life
Well, if
lesson
he
for a
used his
guy who
powers
possesses
on
spiritual
people,
power.
he would be no different than a supervillain.
Like that guy who we might mention later on.
Right.
One of the bad guys you will learn about later.
2 hours later.
Not sure if it would be a bad guy, just one of the characters who seemed like a jerk, but after
Someone-
confronting the main character...
Well, he was a
finds
bad
out-
guy for what we saw, and we can only go far. Compared to. Okay, who here has seen the anime? Raise your hands.
But who else is gonna like?
I tell.
Have you seen the anime? Who here in this group of reviewers? The 5 of us standing here. That
Seen.
includes our cameraman. Who has seen this anime?
Mob Psycho?
No, One Punch Man.
No, it's the first time I've seen the series, actually.
Really, I don't
Besides
need
the
to.
6 episodes we saw, first time I've seen it.
Okay, so all of us, this is new for us apparently.
Yeah, it's-
Apparently someone thought we were watching Power Rangers.
I did say this would be a unique review today.
No, I think that's a first.
I might watch it later on. I'll see it later on.
Anyway,
Where were we?
we're moving on to more of the supernatural type of characters, such as Dimple.
Yes, Dimple.
Once the leader of a... Once... He seems like the, I want to say mascot-ish type character.
Gets a blow later on.
He's an
twice.
Evil cult spirit who made his cult about happiness by brainwashing people with smiles. He gets wrecked by Mob and then becomes a little spirit minion who basically follows him around.
For his own gain, so no different from Reagan.
His dream is to be a god.
He wants to be God.
Yeah, I can't think of a more ridiculous dream than that. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I can. Set fire to the sun.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though.
Really not much you have to
He's a
do that.
spirit, so I don't think I want to break it to him that the only possible beings that could ascend to becoming gods would probably have to be demi-human, that are the children of gods, or angels that attain hierarchy. But I don't want to break his enthusiasm.
Just
You
destroy
can tell
him.
him to set fire to the sun.
He's like on the floor. He's
But then again, Dimple's a spirit, so he's dead. What do I care?
He's already dead.
I don't know. You're a demon. Shouldn't you want to be feasting on his hopes and dreams?
Hey, my job is to devour spirits, not help them.
Again, shouldn't you be wanting to devour his hopes and dreams?
Oh, no, I was pretty hungry. He seemed like lime flavored.
What's wrong with limes? You can
Too sour.
put the lime in the coconut and
It's too sour.
Anyway, moving on. So, honestly, there's been a few female characters, but I'm having a hard time deciding who's the main one.
I don't think there really is a main one right now.
Just a different
I
one.
can't even remember who the next character was.
For a second, I thought it was the love interest of Mob. I forgot her name.
Mob has a
But
love
then-
interest?
Nope.
No, not love interest, but like.
Well, he's got a girl who's got a there's a girl who's got a crush on.
It's just like Deku.
But we don't see her that much, so it's like meh.
She's,
Then the other one is like the director, not the president of the.
Reporter Club.
No, the other
No, I
one.
think he's talking about the telepath.
Oh,
Telepath Club.
right.
Telepathic club, which pretty much is just a club to be lazy.
Basically, the nutjob girl who's into contacting aliens. Apparently. So, but hell,
Does that mean
there's-
she's seen the Alien movies? Sorry, you set me up for that one. I had to.
but I suppose every occult club has a member like that. But for as far as we can tell in the series, her club may be about telepaths contacting the alien, but mostly they just sit around, eat chips, drink soda, play
Which was
video
the
games.
joke. It's pretty much
Play cards.
she's the only one who's. Well, maybe they'll start playing card games on motorcycles. No, but yeah, basically as a joke in the episode that focused kind of on clubs, that was even common. She's the only one who's really obsessed with the idea with hers, and we see that throughout her entire character. Even like her other club members, like we just really use this place as a goof off and do nothing. I mean, these are our years for that, so this is the only time we can. But yeah, that's pretty much all you can say about her character. So I guess on to the next character who I cannot remember who that is.
My eyesight's kind of blurred, so I can't see either.
Ichi Misato.
Which is the camera girl.
Now,
Basically,
honestly, we haven't got much of a focus for her either. We don't really know her goals. Closest, the only real focus she had was the.
being a good reporter.
I was gonna say the only real focus she had was the Smile episode, and even then, we didn't really get much of her.
Well,
It looks like she's trying to dig into Mob's past about his psychic powers and everything.
yeah,
yeah, that's pretty much what her
because
story is.
at first it
going
was
to-
for the cult, then later on, as soon as she discovered about Mob, she was like, I gotta know who the hell this guy is.
I wonder if there's going to be a deeper understanding of that further on.
It'd definitely be interesting to know more about Mob's story. I want to know where he gets his psychic powers from.
And
Well, they say that he was born with it.
yeah, but
Okay,
still.
more, but he seems to be more psychic than the psychics themselves.
So, on to the next character. How about Mob's brother? What's his name?
Ritsu.
Ritsu, right?
Yeah, I'm starting to think that is not in a massive a list,
Still.
not in order. Or not
Ritsu,
all.
basically everything Mob doesn't have, he does. Popularity, good at grades,
Well,
sports.
I mean, Mob is there in grades. He's not
Yeah.
like over the top.
Like
And Mob's
Mob's not an
supposed to be
idiot. Like
Average.
yeah, he's the
Yeah, he's
average. Like
Yeah.
he's like if there was a C honor roll, he'd be getting it every single day.
Yeah, but Mob's the older brother with psychic powers, but everything his little brother has, he doesn't. So how's that fair?
Yeah, that is true. Poor
He's
guy.
got psychic powers.
I mean, well,
We know the little brother wants that.
We know he.
Yeah, but at the same
the thing
time,
is,
his older brother doesn't want psychic powers.
the thing is, made the older brother invades the little brother. The little brother invades the bigger brother.
So basically, everything, the things that the one brother has, the other wants.
Circle of life.
But yeah, although throughout the
I
series,
prefer a problem of mystery.
although he seems like the type who may act like the okay little brother, but secretly he's envious of his older brother for having powers. Although I gotta be honest, with his current mindset, I'm worried about what Ritsu would do with those powers.
Yeah. To be really honest, now in the sixth episode, now he sees specters. So I
He
think
sees, yeah, and it's implied he might have a small. It's just coming out. He's a late bloomer,
he's like
very late.
Although I gotta be honest, I hope there isn't a confrontation between the brothers in the psychic brawl, because that'd be the most cliched closing episode ever.
Hope not.
Brother.
Better not be. I swear.
No, it would be cliche if they drew lightsabers and started beating them with each other.
Like that guy who just grabs the tie and makes it
I
into a
mean,
sword.
it's like the oldest cliche ever. It's like two brothers, one with powers, one not. Then later on, the younger one discovers they have powers, and there's eventually a battle between the two.
And you know what they say about cliches? The reason they get used so much is because they work. So that's enough.
Sad but true.
Alright, next character.
Is there anyone else left to talk about?
I don't know, we haven't really been following
The
it
one
all.
guy who took the tie off.
Oh yeah, the other psychic. Teru?
Tear or something.
Teru.
Yeah. just-
Taro. Stuck up prick who, honestly, I'm not upset the mob beat the crap out of him.
Just an
Yeah,
asshole.
the guy, he was the complete opposite of Mob. He was able to express his emotions, and apparently he used his psychic powers to get ahead in life. Unlike Mob, who doesn't use it for anything
Yeah,
except
basically, he's the example of power corrupts.
Yep.
He thought he was better than anyone just because he had powers.
until he met Mob, then he realized he's just as average as anyone else.
Yep.
Or a better thing, he showed where he scales on the power level. He's Yamcha, whatever the hell that means.
What are you talking about? Yamcha's the god of destruction.
Beerus and Champa and Gruntillion
Anyway,
and all the other random gods.
You obviously have not played Xenoverse.
anyway, as for Teru,
I haven't.
he eventually would seem as the type of person who would get into a fight with Mob, but it went badly in his favor. Fabric on top wise.
Not even just there.
He lost
it
his
was,
hair. He got humiliated.
Mob
he got
humiliates
his clothes
his
were
poor boy.
obliterated.
He lost,
It was
basically
literally the best way to
lost
describe it.
everything.
When Mob got serious, it was a curb stomp.
He was like,
It was
"Stop."
great.
At the moment that he was saying stop, it was a time to stop.
But after the episode we saw
It
him
was a
in,
one-
I could actually see him warming up to Mob as being a friend who understands being.
It
Or maybe
could
the type
happen,
of-
but I feel like it'd be very boring to happen.
Just like One Punch Man. They're really on.
Saitama Punch!
Well, think about this. I mean, it wouldn't be unprecedented. All his life he's been using people as his minions or something. But seeing as how he now knows that Mob is another
No.
Esper like him, there might be some kind of a bond there. Whether it be a rivalry or friendship, we'll soon eventually see.
There's one part in the episode where there are other specters than him. Because
Yeah.
when they're supposedly going on a date with that
Alien.
with that alien girl that wants to be.
I don't know, we don't really see, because apparently those guys are pretty weak espers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
There was
sees
an
like
adult
he sees them.
Yeah, there was an adult Esper in the crowd, but we didn't see his face. He was wearing a hood.
Which
And we didn't
for
really get
me-
any focus on those characters, so
For me,
I don't know really
Drop
what
it
we
in
can
that.
say about that. And I think we should move on to the next character.
Because I do see, because some people do that, like they like add like that, and they're like, oh, they're not good. Then they later on they come back.
Actually,
Well, no, but we just can't really say much because we don't really get anything to go off of that.
Oh, yeah.
So there's nothing to go with that, was what we're saying.
Actually, I
Why do you
think
have a
we-
random fork?
I don't know.
Well, anyway,
talking about that.
actually, I think we've gone to.
Bent it to the spoon.
Actually, I think we've probably gone to all the characters by now.
Alright, and I think we did initial thoughts as well, kinda, so.
So, any negatives then?
No? I didn't see.
Really?
Esper Boy didn't get enough of a beat down.
I kind of know.
He got his hair shaved, all of his clothes got disintegrated, he was launched into the sky, his school was destroyed.
Launched
Kind of
into the
funny.
sky.
For me, that was funny. The part that he just gets his whole entire hair just destroyed.
But, anyway, let's try to wrap this up. You're sure there are no negatives at all?
I feel I would have liked it in sub more than dub, but that's just personal preference.
Yeah.
That is really.
No, back.
Still,
We do not discriminate against sub and dub.
did you have something to say, Dante?
Really honest, it's like a man with me with the design how they made it. Although there's like a lot of arts and art design in that. And
There's some designs they made just are just scarily creepy. Creepy.
Alright.
Then besides that, except for the story, I'm like intrigued by the story, but at the same time I want like more.
Yeah, because I think we were just kind of starting to get the story.
Yeah, but it looks like they got. But unfortunately, due to our time, we got cut off, so we'll have to watch the other half on our own time.
Yes, because I think this is like a 25 episode anime, so
No, it's
12.
12.
Oh, well, maybe we could add the rest of the season.
Mm.
On days when we wouldn't be having another viewing next week.
I'm saying for next semester. I don't know. That's not going to be your decision, Demon.
Uh,
Think about it.
Anyway. Well then, if we've said all of our initial thoughts, good and bad, shall we move on to scoring then?
Aye. Right. Aye, sir.
Well,
Me first?
yep.
No, I think it's a little our Demon's job.
Well, what I could say, for me, it's an 8.
We do it out of 5, man.
Oh, I'm 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I didn't think it would be smart for you going first.
All right.
Sorry, 'cause I
No
don't
one
think
told
you've
me.
seen this.
That's alright.
Then all right, I will give.
Told you should have gone first, Crimson.
Okay, I'll go with a 4. I do like it. I would like to see more.
Alright, seeing as how this is the first time I've seen it, I gotta say it's not all that bad, but until I've seen the other half, I won't have a definitive, so I'm just gonna go with a 4.5 out of 5.
I'll give it 4.4 bent spoons out of 5.
So 12.9 out of 15.
Fair Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I'll give it a low 4 out of 5 Espers. Honestly, the only weakness I can say with it, it's a decent series. I mean, other than some creepy designs, and honestly, kind of a slow start with the whole 12 episodes. But yeah, it's decent anime.
So 16.9 out of 20. Quick stuff, what's our calculated score?
D, isn't it?
That's not a D. For 16.9.
Yeah. 4, 4.5, 4.4, 4.
Why did you give it? I didn't even know we did.
Well, anyway, we should probably wrap this up. This will be our last review for a series for the semester until we're back in the fall. Till then, this
Four.
is the... Sorry,
It's 84%, rounded up 85, so it's a B.
We already established that, but yeah.
Well, you know what? I just wanted to finish with the exact percentage because that's what we're trying to figure out. Don't make me waste my time and send you to the twisting nether.
Regardless, this is the MCTC Anime Club, signing off.